This is the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. My name is Nick the Hound Harris and I will be your host for the entirety of the league. We are bringing you all the action live from IO Esports Arena here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But before we begin, we would like to thank all our sponsors and our hosts, Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed, Quantum Studios, and of course, our official live stream partner, Facebook Gaming, for bringing us all the exciting games that's about to transpire here at the PMPL. Out of more than 800 teams have battled their way to contention, and we have gathered the best 24 teams hailing from Malaysia and Singapore to contend for the top spot and be crowned as the kings of the regions. 8 invited teams are into the PMPL League, and the top 12 of the Malaysian qualifiers and the top 4 of the Singapore qualifiers. Without further ado, let me introduce to you the teams who will be competing in the first season of the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. From Group A, please welcome Traitor Esports! Asta, Oze, Olaf, Vertex.
I wish I knew they could.
Second in slot in Group A, Bigatron, Araf! Zuli, Kevin, Hydra, Naeem.
We're just gonna wait until they start the games.
Third in slot in Group A, Team Secret. Yuhai, Matoy, Biu Biu, Eye Shots. Fourth in slot for Group A, Divinity Esports. Trixie, Juggernaut, Conspire, Impact. Fifth in slot, Stonewall Esports. Riz, Hi, 7-Up, Pendek. Sixth in slot, Tara, Proyecto, X. Muffin, X-Arm, Lyrin, X-Ling. Seventh in slots, Miss Rose Syndicate.
Too bad there.
Fateh, Andy, Omar, Jojo. The final team in Group A. April.
Hey, yeah, that should be better now.
From Group B, first in slot and 9th, FB Unbeatable. Sleep, Grim, Akido, Afak.
Is that good?
The 10th team and second in slot for Group B, Bapa Esports. Bard, Trixie team, 6, Jenny.
He's here, alright.
The 11th team and third in Group B, Impunity SG. Wixos, Vex, Jaeger, Good Day Jelly.
He's stepping up.
The 12th team and fourth in slots, Team H2O.
H2O? I think I've heard of that
Yokev,
team before, actually.
Kagura, Pengu, Arts. The 13th team and 5th in slots for Group B, Resurgence. Y2K, Small Boy, Iron Pro, Vulcan. The 14th team and 6th in slots for Group B, Dingoes MC. Marcel, San, Nook, Ajiji. The 15th team and second last in Group B, Axis MPX. Chick, Api, Ikuda, Oman.
I can't really hear it. Yeah.
And the final team, Team 16 for Group B, and the 8th team, Team No Recoil. Agaha, Stuart 9K, Sinbi, Insomnus.
Wow, how many teams are
Our
there?
final 8 teams from Group C. Our 17th team for today, Geek Fam. 420, I Naoki, Damn Rude, He Hot.
The fuck?
Our 18th team for today, and the second in Group C, EVOS VIP.
Yo, come on, show us a little team play. I mean, the game.
Kuza,
Fuck.
Heiko, Epic, Razor. The 19th team and third in Group C. Introducing Yudu Gang. Fredo, Jumper, Drax, Manpara. Our 20th team and fourth in slot for Group C, Steel Hearts Esports. Lorenzo, Ideal, Wadu, Banpan. Our 21st team and fifth in Group C, Team Muskur. Brother, Palex, Mozart, Paindeck. our 22nd team. And sixth in Group C, last survivor are 2K! Moskoku, NSP, Zix, Ichong. Our 23rd team and second final in Group C, ladies and gentlemen, ESG Gaming! Suprolan, Bravo, Pamburu, How. And finally, your 24th team in Group C, ladies and gentlemen, Expert MY! Romeo, Lord, Dylan, Zane. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 24 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, these 24 teams will be divided into groups of 3, named Group A, Group B, and Group C. Each group will play for 4 days out of each week. The league itself will run for 6 days per week, from Tuesday to Sunday. At the end of the week, the total points will be counted and tabulated, and winners of the week will be announced on Sunday. By the end of the league, the final score will be counted to reveal who will be placed at the top 16 teams that will go to PMPL 2020 Malaysia Singapore Grand Finals. 24 teams, 96 players. It's going to be an amazing day. 150,000 US dollars up for grabs. I guess that's enough from me. Let's get to know our casters, whether it's in English or in Bahasa Malaysia. These guys will blow the roof off. Hope you guys are ready for all the long-range shots and the near-range sprays. See you in a bit.
And welcome everybody, this is the PMPL 2020. My name is Gideon Q, and here with me we've got a great desk. It's gonna be Choo Choo, as well as Sir Cloud, and we're gonna be your casters for the weeks to come. Hopefully you guys are excited. How are you guys feeling actually?
Oh man.
Can't wait.
Oh, I'm just gonna explode.
You're gonna explode?
You're gonna explode.
Doesn't sound like you guys can put it into words. It's just energy, constant
Oh,
energy.
can't wait. I really can't wait.
Okay, good to know, because we've got an exciting lineup for you guys at home here today. Remember, the format is really big, and there's so many teams who've been split up. 24 teams, MY and SG in Malaysia. I just can't. This is just unbelievable.
Yeah, this is the first time actually the Singaporean teams taking part for one of the most biggest PUBG Mobile tournament in Malaysia and Singapore as well. They never had this big tournament, never had them to participate in one of our tournament back then as well.
Correct. They never had before, and this is their first time. So I'm sure these players are as excited as we are as well. I'm sure they want to put their best performance ever, and this is going to be really exciting, definitely.
Yeah, for me, because I'm technically on this table, I'm the new guy
Oh,
here.
you're not. Stop it, yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm excited to be here, especially for the PUBG action. But looking at some of the teams here, you know, Kaum was mentioning Group A, B, and C. Are there any teams that you guys are excited for? Spill the details.
You start first. You start first. You start first. I'm trying
Averting
to
attention.
Go.
Right. So I really like H2O. I think they performed really well during the group stages, during the qualifier stages, yeah, for Singapore.
Why?
Yeah.
There must be a reason why.
Because
you drink water every day?
Because we need them all the time, don't we?
This guy. Oh boy. All right. Before we get into it, Choo Choo, let's look at the format of how this is going to be played out before we talk about more of the teams here. Now, remember, there are going to be 24 teams, 8 invited teams, and they have been broken up into groups A, B, and C. 24 teams in total, okay? Just to remind everyone. And now, A, B, and C, it's really important that these groups are broken up because during the games, they're going to have to go head-to-head every single day.
Yeah, I can't wait. But from the teams, I cannot wait to see which teams in which group because I see the list now in front of me. It's going to be very difficult for all the teams that are not veteran players.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But remember, the duration of this league is going to be 3 weeks. Now, Tuesday to Friday is going to be groups A and B. We're going to be playing 6 rounds every single one of those days. Wednesday and Saturdays is going to be B and C. Thursdays and Sundays, A and C. So if you want to catch some of your favorite teams and maybe fall in love with some others, you know what days and what groups they're going to be in.
Yeah, we're going to jump into next, which is the point system. Will it be the same or different than the qualifiers, which, if I'm not mistaken, is totally different. There we go. The first place, which is the chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. Sorry, chicken dinner works too. for the first place, we got themselves at 20 points this time. For the second, only 14 points. While the third place, we got themselves 10 points. Totally different from the qualifiers, which is kind of a marked down here. 10 points deduction than before.
Yes, very different indeed. On 4th place, we will be 8 points. 5th place, 7 points. 6th place, 6 points. 7th place, 5 points. 8th place, 4 points. 9th place, 3 points. 10th place, 2 points. And 11th place up to 16th place is 1 point each, together with 1 kill point.
Oh, this seems pretty significant because if I remember correctly, and we were talking about this earlier, previously during the qualifiers, first place used to be 30 points. So now they've deducted it down to 20, so kills just become that more important.
It's actually what this game is about. Back then, yeah, positioning points is great, but everybody's kind of passive. So this kind of game style, they have to balance out both. You have to kill and at the same time play super safe. But then we're going to have to wait and see for the map. For the first map of today, what it is, Gideon?
It's going to be Sandhawk, followed by Erangel, Vikendi, and Miramar. These are the maps that are going to be played on. So, you know, if you've got some favorite maps as well, what do you guys like? What do you guys like? Come on, let me get a feel of the
I
room.
like Sandhawk. It's fast, it's compact, it's super packed with actions.
I like Sandhawk as well. Plus,
Everybody loves
the point
Sandhawk.
structure, it's just going to add to that action.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of points, what are these players going to be playing for? Let's have a look at the prize pool. It's going to be, oh my goodness, 150,000 USD. The total league prize pool is 99,000 USD. The champions will be awarded 15,000 USD. Prizes are included for weekly best teams and weekly best MVP. So there's always things to be playing for.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very sure their team managers would print out something and put onto the stage for them to see every day.
Just to keep on flexing. Oh man, I can't wait. But let's look at some of the team lineups here today. Just in case if you guys forgot, give you some visual enhancements. Group A's, here are your teams, as well as Group B's. What do you guys think so far?
Oh, we have Group A Trader, Bigatron, Secret, Divinity, WoW, and Tara. There's also MRE and NET. That's a very strong for Group A.
Yes, Group B as well. They are strong contenders as well. Obviously, we have FVU, Bapa Esports. We do have Impunity, SG, and we do have H2O, Resurgence, DDZ, MPX, and also TNR.
Yeah, Dingoes, I think he's one of the teams that should be looked out, even though they are not really into PMCO back. I mean, like, they actually did go for PMCO as well. So the thing is that Group B and Group A, this is a very tough matchup today. I'm not even kidding. Resurgence back then known as Arrow for the players. And we know Bigatron on the other hand, the coach though, used to be a world Bass #1 team back then for Bigatron Indonesia.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a flex, but you have to give respect to this guy because he's going to be bringing that experience into it and pushing his players to move to higher heights.
Yeah, the thing is, all these teams, most of them are actually veteran players, just a little bit of roster changes here and there. And most of them are kind of split 2 into 2 and make another team. And might be some rivalry, you know, kind of thing, siblings back then.
Yeah, it will be
Fight
interesting
going
to
on.
see if they face each other.
They
but
will have to. They will have to.
They will definitely have to. But then again, like like we all know, in the game, you don't really know like who's against who until you get a knock. They go, it's him. Do I want to go for it again? Just for that rivalry? Do I want to rush in?
Is it like, it's him? Do I want it? Is it, I must get it? Or do you really want? I don't think it's like, do I want to do it? I should do it. I must do it. This guy's just gonna go. No.
You trade knockdowns, you see the team name, and it's like, we have to win now, guys.
We have to.
We gotta get him this time.
Like it's bragging rights. We want to do this.
We're better now. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh boy, I honestly can't wait. I'm super excited for the first game that we're going to be setting up real soon. So don't worry, you guys, for those who are like, give me the games. We're waiting for it just as much, you guys. But these players, they're professionals. They have needs and standards, okay? So let them take their time, do their rituals, whatever they need. And most importantly, let them discuss their strategies. Because game one, week ones for any kind of league, any kind of game is a little bit iffy. Like you're not too sure how to feel the water just yet.
Yeah. Everybody just testing out the waters, just a warming match sometimes. First day, first week is kind of shaky for everybody as well because of how nervous they can get into the first day.
I see. Looks like we've got some things set up for you guys. And you know, speaking of the qualifiers, Sir Cloud, you were actually casting those qualifiers itself. What do you expect it to be different from, you know, the qualifiers and, you know, today itself, the big stage?
I expect definitely these teams to really step up from the qualifiers just because how the point system changed. But I do expect as well that because it's going to be a league, right? So they're probably going to take a couple of days just like chill and check out how each other works as well. So they may want to like take a step back, not review themselves too much in terms of their strategy.
I don't know, because holding your cards feels a little like, a little dangerous, just saying. But we've got some stuff lined up for you guys. Let's actually look at some of those highlights.
Serangan sahaja agak berbahaya. Sam bertindak agak begitu agresif, agak begitu tamak sekali daripada Sam. Dia terus menghabiskan pemain musuhnya. Dia mencari lagi di manakah pemain yang terakhir yang masih lagi terselamat pendek di hadapan. Rata mereka sekarang ini.
Rata begitu saja.
Tepat. Dia mengambil masa yang begitu lama dan itulah dia tembakan yang begitu tepat sekali daripada Fatih untuk menjatuhkan seorang pun. Oh, dua sekali. Dark Horses hanya berbaki seorang saja lagi mungkin tembakan dilepaskan. Agak baik tetapi Fatih dijatuhkan juga. Di mana backupnya?
Ya, backupnya datang terlalu lewat saya rasa.
Game Pro tidak mahu untuk melakukan sebarang pergerakan agresif tetapi tiga akan terus bergerak ke hadapan. Dia dapat satu orang pemain. Oh, Kim dia dapat berjaya. Oh, Kim dia berjaya untuk menjatuhkan duanya sekali. Kim bermain dengan agresif terus bergerak ke hadapan.
Mungkin kami mau menang kali ini. Dan dia menampak masuk kami Strauss. Dia akan tembak di depan. Dia nampak kembali dihentikan. Siapa suruh Pro? Rata!
Sekarang ini Epi bersama dengan Oman menembak ke arah pasukan daripada NED. Langsung sudah dijatuhkan, diantarkan terus, dia singkirkan. Dan itu dia, Atai 10 kill saja yang tinggal. Dia akan berhadapan dengan
ya! Oi, tembakan percuma tapi nampaknya tidak dapat diselesaikan. Atai 10 kill!
Bagaimana Zili sudah dihabiskan, tembakan ke arah pasukan daripada Kuda Esports. Bukan Kuda Esports, tapi pasukan daripada Dark Horse.
Oh, itu
yang sama.
Oh, dari jauh anda boleh lihat Hitboy akan terus dihabiskan sekarang ini. RG baru saja berjaya untuk menjatuhkan Seward. Tapi bokeh kedudukannya. Alamak. Oh, auto. Lakukan penyerangan. Satu tetapi dia berbalik jatuh. Oh, dia
tapi mereka sudah tahu, sudah kena nampak Ipsona masuk tapi dia jatuh sekali lagi. Dan terus kena end. Malah sekali dia masuk mereka.
Dia balik boleh dapat.
Hanya tinggal dua player saja, NSP dan juga Boys. Aiku dah berjaya menjatuhkan.
Sekarang ini gasak daripada pasukan nombor 15. Dua orang pemain telah pun berjaya untuk dijatuh. Ada kelebihan tapi sekarang ini Monster. Pemain yang terakhir. Itu ada satu knockdown yang percuma diberikan terhadap Ninja. Masih lagi terselamat daripada tadi. Dia sebenarnya sangat-sangat padu ataupun berbaloi untuk lihat. Namun demikian sekarang ini Psycho tembakan.
Betul-betul bijak di situ. Memang cantik formasi yang dijalankan oleh Divinity Sport. Mereka boleh je duduk dalam circle tapi mereka tak nak. Mereka duduk di bucu-bucu circle dan menunggu mangsa.
Sekarang ini Divinity pemain yang terakhir daripada pasukan Plate. Tembakan yang baik tetap.
Kena pada Haywire.
Betul untuk Trixie tapi agak terbuka Haywire sekarang ini memberikan impact knockdown. Wow, cantik Trixie dengan menggunakan Uzi tetapi terlampau terbuka sekarang ini. Trixie di hadapan menukarkan senjata AUG digunakan. Sekarang ini adakah dia akan berjaya untuk menyelesaikan semuanya? Rata!
Buat satu strategi yang hebat, iaitu snipe pakai micro Uzi.
Uzi je. Uzi je.
Dapat.
Baki 30% lagi nyawa Jelly. Yang jadi wakil gol Lion.
Karin ni kalau dia pakai micro Uzi ni, kalau boleh dia
Woi,
dapat
ambil! Di atas kenderaan sekarang ini sudah berlaku pertemuan.
Dah dapat dua. Pep memang pemain yang begitu hebat. Turun ataupun dia nak masuk, dia kena jatuh juga pada waktu yang sama. Divinity masih dapatkan kekuasaan pada waktu ini. Crossfire menembak dengan AKM, dia perlu reload. Dia akan menembak satu lagi orang. Dia memanggil rakannya untuk menyerang rakan depan mata, tapi tak nampak.
Pohos kena diserang sekarang ini. Rakan dia ratakan, dan itu dia rata. Pasukan daripada Juggernaut masih lagi cuba dibalik bom ke arah Juggernaut. Dia cuba mengangkat rakannya.
Ya, tapi sekarang ini Ninja dia perlu menjaga kawasan ini dengan baik sebab jangan dia sedang menembak. Trinity dapat dua pula. Macam mana Ninja tinggal surat tadi dia ada advantage sampai sekarang. Ninja tinggal surat. Kalau Ninja boleh menggunakan kuasa Ninja dia tu jatuhkan.
Ini pasukan daripada entah apa. Sedikit lagi nyawanya. Tunggu. Dan itu dia. Semua asap untuk membuka lorong laluan.
Headshot! Ini boleh dikatakan rata lah. Mungkin rata sekarang ini pemain ini. Dia telah reloading waktu yang tidak sesuai reload.
Dan masih lagi tercari-cari. Vex tidak menjumpai tersebut. Dia habiskan secara rata. Dan itu pula dijatuhkan. Dan sekarang ini masih lagi Divinity.
And that was only just a little recap of what you guys potentially missed. Luckily, you're here with us today, so there's plenty more games to come by. Now, if you haven't forgotten just yet, Gideon, Choo-Choo, Sir Cloud, out of the way now, let's talk about the game itself. Because right now, speaking from qualifying experience, Sir Cloud, you were talking about it earlier about the play style, but what about the teams who actually made it and qualify? What do you expect of them to come in, and especially with such big names on some of these rosters who were invited, do they stand a chance?
Well, this is going to be very interesting, and definitely all eyes will be on these invited teams especially, so lots of pressure will be on them, whether they can still live up to their invited names throughout this league. This will be very interesting, or they will be topped up by new teams maybe, or Singaporean teams, because we're pitting all of them together here.
That's interesting, but what about the invited teams, Choo-Choo? Because you've been here for a while. I'm just saying, you've casted a lot of their games. What are we supposed to expect from them?
Well, they have this kind of expectation already set up for the teams that are already veteran enough. They had a lot of experience based on even the first season of PMCO. Some of them played like a lot of tournament, never get rest, never actually have any rest at all throughout the whole year, even though we have new seasons coming in. I do know they have always been participating all these small tournaments, even the big ones as well. So they are always all like on the go and always ready for bigger tournaments. So the biggest impact they have with that kind of schedule is that they never get nervous in any kind of tournament. They're always prepared. They always know what's coming for them. So that's one of the biggest thing they have. So maybe some of them, we look, the tournament teams actually just next to us, because you know. So you get to see their faces. Some of them actually is very relaxed. The pro ones, like everybody's pro here. The veteran ones we're talking about, they are very calm because they're already kind of get used to handling the pressure on them. So I think this is the biggest strength they have right now, but they don't want to get too cocky and get overconfident there as well, because I see the new teams coming in from the qualifiers, they grinding from below to here is not really an easy task.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And not to mention, they actually, like, especially when you're coming in as an underdog, there's just so much more motivation to just take out one of these top teams and just, you know, walking by later on, meeting at the bathroom, like flexing on, just wiped your team, no problem. Ooh, wash my hands, get that dirt off my wrist before the next games.
Yeah, and one more thing, they have nothing to lose. Basically, they don't have to prove anything. They just have to go all in and all motivated, because they know this is the time to prove themselves that they can take anybody they want. Even though they are not the invited ones, even though they are in any underdog teams, even though they are not known yet, they have this, you know, one of the things like Singaporean teams, they don't have that strategy being seen by everybody else. Nobody
Okay.
can see their hidden card. Nobody can know what their
man.
play style is because nobody actually
absolutely, yeah.
fight against them in many tournaments. That's one of the biggest things. Even though you don't have experience enough in tournaments, but it's actually not really a bad thing, you know.
Actually, that's a pretty good point here. So, you again, I keep bringing this up that you guessed the qualifiers, but what is the Singaporean style? Like, what are they prioritizing? Especially, you know, even though the point system does change, are there any certain habits that they follow or, you know, certain things they want to do?
Well, frankly, from the qualifiers, we did see that the Singaporean teams, they like to play a little bit more passive. They like to play a little bit more safe. Even sometimes when they're against each other, they tend not to take shots. But then again, that could also be because the qualifiers are just qualifiers. Even if you get first placing, second placing, it doesn't make a difference as long as you meet the qualifier placement. You go to the next round. So you don't go all out trying to risk yourself and die early and lose those precious points. And also the point system has changed. Chicken dinner in the qualifiers was 30 points, so it was really valuable to get that placement instead of going for all-out kills, being Rambo style. So that's probably a different strategy. So that's why we may see a different side of them throughout this league.
Ooh, potential caged lions here. Now that the points has changed, I don't know. Maybe the chains might drop, and
They have to.
yeah, I would really like to see some, you know, some sick headshots from, like, I don't know.
Oh, wait,
I'm just saying.
Speaking of headshot or long shots here, we've seen Micro Uzi being used a lot for a long distance shot by Singaporean teams, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I had the pleasure of watching that as a caster as well. And it was really mind-blowing the way they use Micro Uzi from a long shot. They use it in every occasion. It's for short range, middle range, and also long range. It's just amazing how they get creative. And this is what, like we talked earlier, we could see something new that come up from these teams. And that's a sign of innovation as well. And throughout this league, we could probably see even more. I don't know, maybe a shotgun long range, maybe?
Oh my goodness, the way you're talking about it, it's
Can we even?
the way Sir Cloud is talking about it, it's like Micro Uzi, AWM, same thing.
Yeah, exactly right. Maybe there's a muzzle for this after this for a shotgun. Who knows, right? Like, yeah, put a silencer on it too. Why not?
Might as well. But yeah, it looks like the players are setting up. It's getting pretty exciting here up in the stage. Remember, guys, we are live here at IO Esports Arena, where all the teams have gotten together to show whether that they are the best of the best. Also bringing you here, huge thank you and shout out to our host Tencent Gamers, Pubg Corporation, Lightspeed, and Quantum Studios for bringing us all these exciting games that are about to come about. Now, let's talk about the games. Here we go.
And here we go. We do see the flight path coming in from the north to the south. And also thank you, of course, to our observers, XCYR and GEK, Topcast, and also Zai for observing this game for us and bringing us the action on ground.
Oh, God bless these guys, because their jobs are so difficult with so much action happening across. 266 game observers. They have stats as well.
They have stats. There you go. That shows that
Rusty
these guys are the real experienced observers.
But I like how the map right now,
no,
we're back
you
into the
should be in the
game.
stream.
It's kind of
Why is
centralized
it
for the
kicking
flight
you
path
out,
going
bro?
down to Nova Rep Noye up from Savani. So this is kind of crucial for the first circle. As long as it's not down in the south,
Rusty,
it's
I
fine
know
for most of the
why.
player. But
It
for
shouldn't be
those that
kicking
actually
you out,
stay in the
bro.
south, if the circle happens to be there, it will be lucky enough
just
for them. Because if
watching
not, the rest of
this,
those who are in the
I don't know,
mainland
it's just,
will have to travel quite a
professional
distance.
teams play.
So far, it looks like it's a
Watching
pretty
them
even
play right
spread
now.
overall, even though, you know, the flight path is more towards the right
I
side
don't
of
even
the
know
map.
these
Sir
teams.
Cloud, you know,
But,
what do you know
hanging
any of these
stream
teams?
saying,
What
I
are they
need
going to
a
be? What are their
toilet.
priorities? Any secret
and
insights you
gets
could give us?
packet of chips.
Oh, I
I'll
believe
be right
you
back.
just mentioned
Hold up, guys.
the keyword secret insight.
God.
Okay, they're not going to let us know. Even if we had chats with them before the show started, they're like, well, we are just going to do our thing. You know, they're not going to reveal too much. But then again, of course, all this also depends on how the circle goes and so on. So that will force them to make those rotations that they need. And we do see here team number 3, which is here by Team Secret. Very close with another team here, ladies and gentlemen. They probably know the presence of each other, but everyone's just avoiding because they need to loot as a start. So
Okay.
everyone's just Yeah,
So
chilling it for
I
now.
have to cut it in here because we know that Secret back then is kind of classical when it comes to Pachinki. They drop straight in Pachinki and fight against. Look at that! Straight away they are conquering. Even though last HP will be knocked here, and eye shots, making sure he's getting all the shots done. The rest of the team of TNR right now, they are trying just to make a living, and they have to lose one straight into the game.
Already with a great kill, TNR already losing a couple of members. Unfortunately, they. I'm surprised that they didn't know that Team Secret was already ready. I was about to commend Team Secret for already securing a vehicle super quickly. But just to remind you guys, this is a warm-up match. So just to get their fingers in, feel out the point system, and really understand what they need to prioritize.
Okay, I have to mention something else. We know that Stewart back then was also Team Secret. Pubg was also their teammate. So both teams divided now into two Team Secret X, and one is still Team Secret. Everybody going for Pachinki, so they're trying to compete who actually dominated Pachinki for just a warm-up match. Even though they're trying to scare people off now.
I love pub matches though. Pachinki come in, frag out. Ooh, it's all the nostalgia. Ooh.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
like
I'm
they know
back,
each
guys.
other's style. That's why they end up
just
being
had
in
to
the
get
same
something to
place.
eat. I'm
So it looks like
starving.
the circle goes towards the left side of
Just
the
got a
map,
little
and
snack,
this is a little
please.
bit opposite than the flight path
Long
originally
stream,
was.
'cause
So this will force a
I'm
number of teams to actually move
streaming
towards the
this, so-
middle. Likely we may
How you
see
been,
towards
Kobe?
Gatka. It could be the final circle area. That's one place that could
Pizza
be.
shapes
And
are
now we
so
look
fucking
at
good.
Eye Shots here, just hanging around with his buddies. They have the whole area
love
to
them, bro.
themselves. So no pressure for this round. It is a warm-up match for them.
Oh, really fearsome warm-up match, I say. Everybody just trying to strangle each other straight into the game, even though it's a warm-up. They're already like really angry.
Hey, it's asserting dominance. You just gotta show them who's boss.
Alpha male thing going on.
Hey, no, gotta slap them up a little bit. Just be like, calm down. You probably don't want to drop here next time.
Yeah, talking about slapping, we do see here team number 2, Bigatron, against team number 4, Divinity Esports, right nearby each other. They kind of got the sandwich going on here. I do see a vehicle moving here by Bigatron. One of them is moving away, 3 of them locking the opponents down. Well, how long is this going to stand? This Mexican standoff here.
And this is very classical for Bigatron, especially because we know back then, even though it's not the same team, Bigatron Malaysia also taking the same strat as the Indonesian team just then. Everybody just dropped by middle base. There's 4 teams, if I'm not mistaken, around their area right now.
Yeah, honestly, we have to talk about the position here because right now, Bigatron, even though they have the vehicle, they did secure high ground. They've pretty much pincered them in this awkward position, and now Divinity have to make a choice whether they want to push out one of the weaker angles and maybe look to break out of this awkward stalemate because there is no way they can get out of here right now.
Yes, they definitely need to find a way to get out, because if they don't, they will lose precious time. They will lose possibilities of getting more loot, so they need to find that. Because if they lose that time, other teams will gather other loots and they will end up in the last final circles with very little ammunition with themselves, with very little utility. So that's a scenario that you don't want to be in.
Oh, looks like did they get an initial knockdown? I'm not entirely sure there, but yeah, currently in their position, they cannot. Divinity cannot get on roofs now because they are so surrounded. But they are pushing up here, taking a couple of shots. They are going to try and push the high ground onto Hydra here. He has to back away, but Trixie is in trouble. The back is completely exposed. The flank did not exactly work out.
Conspire trying to make a play from a different angle, but Impact just going in when the micro Uzi shooting. No one that's being super cautious at that for Impact is trying to find. He heard their footsteps but can't actually locate their exact position just yet.
Yes, he doesn't know where they are, so he just continues to loot, but now shots are being fired on the other side. He's very far away from his teammate, and looks like Trixie will be the next one to go down for his team.
Yeah, Divinity with their Singaporean teams really love their micro Uzi there, while Arof, Hydra here trying to get on Impact. He knew where they were with the AKM already on the ready. Impact being super cautious there. I think he's being cornered from all around. There's no way out for him.
Oh, but he does go for the window play. He has to keep. He just saw him there. The micro Easy might be a problem, but the AK does take him down. Not enough shots being landed, but congratulations, Hydra. They've nailed it this time.
Boy.
That's one squat wipe for them. That's going to be a pretty good start for
That was
Bigatron.
just a hello surprise and goodbye straight out from the game. Is actually Divinity. the first one to be out too soon.
Yeah, but I mean, they did do a couple of good habits, especially when you have a micro Uzi. He started pre-firing when he opened the door just in case somebody was there, and then he pre-fired certain angles. The only problem is that when it mattered the most, they went down. Oh wait, hold up, what's going on here?
Yeah, but another drop here by Small Boy. Looks like he goes down. He looks like he's in trouble, and now still at 9K is the only team member left for his team. He will need to survive this. He's going through a sandwich here. Team number 13, Team number
Oh,
and we just hear from the far side. Silver will go down there, ladies and gentlemen, and will be sent back to the lobby from here.
As Y2K taking a long shot. He didn't know they were being visioned on for Stewart. Another team out. Yeah, you say it. And Y2K keep on that spray. A lot of pressure on this side of the map.
The best part is that RSG don't realize that the squad that they're fighting up against is Team Secret themselves. So now they're kind of doing this awkward thing where it's like, all right, let's try and find a better angle, look to hold down, keep very careful of where they need to peek.
Yeah, that's true, but Matoy knows what he's doing. We know he is way good when it comes to nades. Back then, now he's tossing one. Will he toss another? There you go. We know this is the Matoy style, really mad doing with the nades. He's just threw everything he has. And now another one exploded, but not clipping anybody's HP yet.
Yes, he was dunking it, but then again did not get anyone in the process. And now we do see that team number 3 here is just all around RSG at this moment. We do have Team Secret here. They are just trying to flank this. We do see one person on one side trying to draw the attention. It looks like all attention onto one side. They are not looking behind. This is opportunity for Team Secret to just come and backstab from behind if they want to, but they will move this cautiously.
I mean, considering Team Secret's position right now, Tsuhai is by himself, and I think RSG wanted to go for a potential push onto him to kind of break this stalemate. But the rest of Team Secret notice what's going on. They see what's happening. They have to pull back and regroup again. Plus, the circle is not too favorable.
Yeah, Duo is actually the scout of the team as well as the starter, so he's basically going to pass information for the rest of the team. Well, they're trying to make a decision by Bibu's call here, whether to go for it or not. While doing this, we're looking at both team 15 and 3. That is Team Secret as well as Team Axis and PX just now moving in the same direction parallelly.
Yes, they are moving. They are going for this car move, but then again, looks like a little bit of a breakup here right now. We do see here Team Secret finding a place, but they seem to be taking too much time here.
The Axis team just now made a U-turn. It's just going to bomb into Team Secret again. And look at this, stalking CCTV cam, waiting for somebody who just arrived. I think it's one of teammate, right?
Yeah.
Because he seems so casually waiting there and like.
He's really holding that angle.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, it's like, hold that angle. It's like, all right, I got it. And they just never gave him another order.
Not even a flinch.